Welcome to the world of Archive, you guys. You probably just wanted to know what you were getting into before getting into Archive, which is honestly understandable since it's a very complex game. Well, let me get into the point, because it's actually not as complex as you might think. So, Archived. What is Archived? How do you play Archived? And what else do you need to know to have fun in Archived? Well, it's really easy actually. Let me start by telling you what happens once you get to enter Archived. You first of all need to pick a slot out of four, and once you pick those, well, for your first slot, you'll get to decide if your character is gonna become a syndicate member or an office worker, or gonna work in an association. That's also an alternative, and one of many alternatives. But most of the decisions that you do are going to end you in having a different weapon, depending on the first choice, and either letting you join in an association like the Liu, or end up in a syndicate like the Index. It's not that important, honestly, at the beginning. You'll eventually get different books. By the way, books are the way you get skills and armor and whatnot. I'm gonna teach you about that later, but you don't need to like worry about it. This is gonna be the main stat, or like the main skills that you would use at the beginning of the game, right? You eventually will like mix up your pages and your skills and your weapons, so it's not gonna be that like straightforward as it is at the beginning. So for now, let's just say you spawn here, you finish your character, you'll first talk to this NPC on my left, and you'll be sent to Sentenza. Let me show you where Sentenza is. This here is Sentenza. Sentenza is the first place you'll probably go towards, and probably the place you'll see the most. You'll be sent to a PvE mission from this NPC around here, and then you're free to do anything. I suggest doing some PvE with enemies that don't look threatening, like the rats on the corner of on the corner of Sentenza, for example. Those rats, enemies that spawn on that alley, for example. And go into Sentenza and do the missions, clean up and repair electronic devices. That's it, really. Eventually, there will be a bar down your stamina that slowly fills up. That's your XP bar. Once it's full, you'll have to do a grade up mission, right? This is very easy to understand. I don't think I need to show anything on Sentenza. You'll come here and you'll figure it out, honestly. But let me teach you where the places are that you need to use to rank up. First of all, let's say you did end up working in an association, for like example the Liu or the Shi, right? You'll need to come over here, the left. Oh, I'm also going to show, if you're a syndicate member, where to go to like grade up. For now, this is on the way first, so let's go and do the association grading up quests. So there are two important NPCs here. This is the mission giver here, which will give you missions that are actually boss fights or permadeath in case of the W pop train. But the most important NPC is this one. You'll get three options. First option is gonna be the option of, hey, how is my grade going? Am I doing good? This NPC will give you a text of, you're doing good, do more missions and whatnot. But once your XP bar is full, you'll receive a second option, the option to go to the Han Association quarters to take a test, a grading test, and obviously taking buy checks here. I'm gonna show you where the syndicate places grade up. For now, let's go back to the same place. Imagine we didn't go in there. If you're a syndicate member, I'll show you where the syndicate grade up places. This is the turn where we spawn. You'll also be able to do like a dungeon trade in there, and you have like a certain item. There's also the Darius. Darius is like a place where you sell items if you don't want to, and for killing items, or even like items that'll help you get even more items, right? But for now, let's continue going to Sentenza. I mean, to Sentenza, but to the place where you need to grade up. If you're a syndicate member, of course. Well, it's right. If you notice, this is the place where you were sent to do your first mission behind me. Yep, just around here. And this is it. As you can see, it works the same as the HANA Association. Instead of the man sending up, this office clerk here will, of course, tell you what missions you need to do. The exact missions are shown, and the guy that lets you grade up is this guy here. He'll show you. He'll have the theme text. How is my grade going? Can I grade up? Yes, no, maybe. And the second option is gonna be I go to the HANA Association quarters to grade up. You do that, grade up, cool, done. That's it. Yeah, that's where you grade up. It's gonna be hard, like grading from 9 to grade 4 is considerably easy. From grade 4 to grade 1, you'll have to do parkour, which gets increasingly more difficult. So if you're already struggling to getting into grade 3, I suggest, stopping there, or getting into grade 2 and stopping there. You don't need to become a grade 1. But, if you want the extra stats and, being able to use weapons at grade 1 and grade 2, then maybe the extra effort is needed. For now, I will show you where to get and change pages. So as I already told you guys before, you can get pages from books, right? And what if you are like full skills, like you don't have any more slots for any of your skills? Well then, remember the syndicate place we were before? You just go straight here into the forest, and I'll show you guys where to go. We will, of course, first of all, get rid of all our skills right now. You also want to get rid of the skills that you have. Most of those skills you'll want to replace with newer skills. Now, you will eventually go through this, but it will be blocked when you first come here. You won't be able to break this, and I don't suggest glitching through it. A lot of people just kind of cheese it, but it's not needed, honestly. You guys need to just come over here and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's open. From here, there are other NPCs, which I won't talk about right now because we don't need to talk about them. We only need one NPC. That's John Archive. The two options here are to forget and to remember. If you click forget, he'll smash a bottle on your head and you'll lose all your pages. And if you want to remember, you click on remember. Let me show you how remember looks like. This is the same text for either option. You'll receive all the pages of the books that you have opened up until now, most of them at least, and you'll be able to decide between them, right? Just pick the ones that you want to use on your deck right now, and you see in our thinking, oh yeah, that's a useful skill. I want to have that. Click on it, boom, over. You didn't find any of the pages that you wanted, burn them, go again. It's that simple, my guys. Really. Just watch out for your HP and the bleeding status effect. It can get really crazy if you don't get rid of it. Also, keep in mind that you're put in danger, which means you're in a fight, or at least the game thinks so. You could actually not log out in a fight, and I think you die if you log out right in a fight, so keep that in mind. And last but not least, once you do all this, maybe you don't want to break this wall every time. I'll show you an alternative way to get in. Let's get under the water here, see the lamps, follow the left path, stay on top, you don't want to drown. And once you're up here, you just need to do a little parkour. Now I'll show you guys why the parkour is a bit nasty in the game. First of all, you cannot jump at the edge. That's right, you have to preemptively jump. It's fine, you know? You need like to jump not when you're here, but like when you're here. Otherwise the game like won't see you jump or whatever. It's really easy also. There's also a wall, so you can dash towards the wall. Boom. And these are like short jumps, as you can see. Just jump normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the wall beforehand that I showed. Just stay here in the middle and tap the wall. It will say to break it, you break it, and now you can get to the forest. And you can choose this pathway that's much faster, maybe somewhat faster, than just going, through the water thingy and breaking that wall. So yeah, that's really all about that you need to play Archive. If you want weapons, you actually just have to farm for that for the weapons in the library, dungeon, and if you need, money, you need to do quests. If you want to read up, you need to do quests or dungeons. It's really just an RPG, right? Now, a last thing I want to talk about are the limitations. Now, the limitations you won't get as easily as you think. You'll need to do finish missions. You won't get them via drop usually. If you finish a mission, usually it says you won 45k on, right? Or you won X amount of money and medals or something, right? But well, you will never see mutations. Mutations appear on the ground. So once you finish a mission, do take a good look around near the, you know, near the fallen enemies and see if there's an mutation on the floor. Usually I saw those and went for minutes and half an hour even without getting one single mutation. But once you do get an invitation, just gather a group of people, go to the library. It's very easy to level up via the library. It's a bit more dangerous since it's like a permadeath server. But I do think that, I don't think that it's worth it. I don't think that it's worth it. As long as you're not grade 1 or grade 2, those are already boss battles, in which case I actually suggest not longer going to with 2 or 3 people into the library. I suggest going with 5 or 4 in case someone dies or loses. You have more manpower, you are able to beat the bosses, which is fine like Ibura, but you won't know that till you get there. You first need to beat the parkour, which is honestly harder than the freaking, boss battles for whatever reason. But yeah, alright guys, with that being said, I do hope that the guide was helpful, and I hope to see you playing Archived. If you ever see me, hit me up. Well done. See you guys.